I am now a instrument-rated commercial pilot. Hey guys, Tarek Merryface here, and this video is a little bit unplanned, so sorry for the lack of flow. I am now a instrument-rated commercial pilot, and it feels awesome to say that. I started flying in 2007, and it's crazy because I did my PPL in 2007 to 2009, and I was actually in school. And so I'd fly once or twice a week after school or on the weekends. And I finally got to this stage. I went to university after school, did 2 years of astrophysics, and then dropped that for various reasons. And then I started doing applied sports science, and then I did 2 years for the ATPL while I was doing sports science. A few mistakes made there, but overall, it was an interesting experience. And then I went to Paris and I did the hour building, which, by the way, I still owe you Eurotrip videos. I promise they're going to come. I've been really motivated to make them. Just I haven't had the chance, and I don't know when I will. There's a lot of footage, so having to go through that is crazy. And there's a lot of footage that's missing as well, unfortunately. So I won't be able to show everything. But yeah, and then I came here to Diamond Flight Academy in Sweden. And it's been crazy fun. I feel like I arrived here yesterday, and it's already over. I did the commercial license 3 days ago, and I did the instrument rating 2 days ago. And it hit me yesterday. I was kind of like in a limbo, and I wasn't quite believing it. And then it finally hit me. I'm a commercial pilot. All this work is finally over. I've done it, which is just so cool. So flying on the DA-42 has been an incredible experience. And I guess it's crazy. 9 years, almost 9 years. It's been 8 years and 9 months to be a bit more exact. I feel like this is a massive milestone. In a way, bigger than doing the ATPL theory, even though the ATPL theory was emotionally draining and physically exhausting. But yeah, this is a big step. I can now work in airplanes, which is so cool. The trouble is going to find a job working in airplanes, obviously, which I'm going to work very hard towards. But I can finally work in an airplane, which is so cool. The next step is to do the MCC course, the Multi-Crew Cooperation course. And I'll be doing this on the 18th of April. And it's going to be 10 days long. And I was looking at different schools to do the MCC, and there are lots of good ones out there. And I was hesitating between CRM and Merryface Aviation, because those are true some very good schools with good quality simulators, excellent reputations. But I went with Simtech in the end, and there's a few reasons for this. So the final decision was between CRM Europe and Simtech. CRM Europe uses a generic simulator, and Simtech uses a 737-800 simulator, both static. Now, the advantage of using a generic simulator is that they're easy to fly, which means that you can concentrate on the multi-crew aspect of the training. And obviously, with a 737, you have to learn procedures and whatnot, so it's a little more complicated. But at the same time, you get time on 737 simulators, which you can put in your logbook, which is excellent. I picked a partner to do this with because it's easier if you know the person you're going to be doing the course with. And I ended up picking someone from here, Rosie, who's a friend of mine, and she wants to go into the airlines a lot more than I do. I would love to do the airlines. I think it'd be great, but obviously I have other goals, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But obviously, and an unnamed airline, although if you're in the industry, you'll know who I'm talking about, since we're going to Simtech, do offer quite a lot of jobs at any given time, as long as you pay your type rating and you pass their selection. And it does help to do the MCC in that school, so I think for my partner, it might help her a lot in terms of like being recruitable, making your CV looking attractive. And I'm okay with a 737. It looks great. It gives me an excuse to buy the PMDG, the FSX PMDG Boeing simulator. It is Boeing certified, and it's a study level sim, so I'll be playing with that when I get back to Paris. Coming here has also given me lots of video ideas, mostly for Flight Simulator. I want to do Flight Simulator tutorials again, and I am now confident enough in my ability to fly and in my knowledge that I want to create tutorials for multi-engine, basically multi-engine class rating for flight sim, and even some IR stuff. So that's definitely going to come up soon. So really, really good. So I was talking about goals, and my friend wants to go into the airlines, and I would love to do that. But what I've realized when I've coming here, the more I flew every day, the more I realize that I'm really happy in airplanes, and it doesn't matter what sort of operation I do. As long as I'm sitting in an airplane and I get to fly it, I'll be really happy. And I mean this from the most sincerest place in my heart and in my head. Like I love it so much. It's amazing. It doesn't matter how long I've been flying or anything like that. Flying is so much fun. And before I was really hard set on becoming an instructor. Now I've opened up my mind a little bit. I still want to be an instructor. I still want to do the instructor rating, and I still want to try and teach at least part-time. But I really want to fly jets, at least get the experience to fly jets. I mean, if I find a good company, which, lets me fly a lot and gives me good benefits and gives me the opportunity to develop my personal life, jets will be great for me. I'd be happy to stay there. And as long as I can keep flying the single engine, multi-engine piston aircraft, fantastic. But so anyways, my actual objectives in terms of me as a pilot, and this might sound cocky, but I have to explain this a little bit. But my objective is to become the best pilot, and I have to be careful because I don't mean the best pilot in the world or better than the pilot next to me or anything like that. By the best pilot, I mean I want to be a really good pilot. I want to be like those guys when you talk to, you know that they know their stuff. They know how to check the weather instinctively. Not just the stuff we learn on the ATPLs or the stuff we look at locally, but they've got that experience to know the subtleties of the weather, the subtleties of each aircraft, the kind of stuff that you can't learn from books. And I really want to be the kind of guy who has that knowledge, that instinctive knowledge, who just knows the stuff just through flying. And obviously that'll come with experience, but not just any sort of experience. There's a difference between the guy with 1 hour 1,000 times and the guy with 100 hours of experience. And I want to be the guy with 100 hours of experience, except for instead of it being 100 hours, it should be 5, 10, 15,000 hours of experience. That is my dream. I want to be that guy. I really, really do. I want to be the guy that people can come to and trust to tell them his honest opinion, and also to be the guy who is more than willing to admit when he doesn't know the answer, and to then go ahead and look up the answer and teach to the person who asked them the answer, not only what the answer is to their question, but also how to look up the answers to questions they have. After all, that's what a pilot is meant to do. We're not meant to know everything. We're meant to know how to find the information we need to conduct safe flight. And I want to be that guy. I want to be an expert at safety and at good flying and at fun flying. So yeah, it's weird talking like this. It's just talking like, I mean, I've spoken obviously a lot about my personal life and my training and all that, but talking about my goals, my own personal goals rather than my professional ones in terms of flying is a little different, and it's difficult to put into words. I think hopefully you guys understand what I mean. If you don't, if you have any questions about it, feel free to post it in the comments. But that's one of the reasons why I wanted to become a flight instructor, and why I want to become a flight instructor, because I honestly believe that the best way to learn is to teach. That I believe from the bottom of my heart. I've seen it everywhere that is the case, and it would be really interesting to do a research on that. So if you're a researcher, think about it. Does teaching make you better at any subject? And I think everyone will agree that it does. So I have been applying to airlines and to other companies, and I'm hoping I'll get a job. It's a tough market right now. We're coming in at the end of a recruitment boom in terms of flying jobs. I'm well aware of that, so that's a little difficult. I've been watching the market quite carefully, and I see the jobs online, and people talking about jobs. And a lot of the low-hour pilot jobs are closing now. The recruitment boom is at an end. It's on the lower ebb. It's going downhill. So it's important to start applying now. I'm not gonna wait until I'm done with the MCC because 2 weeks can make a big difference. There's already been a fluctuation within the past 2 months, so it's interesting. The aviation industry is a very interesting sector. It's got its benefits and it's got its downsides, and I'm a beginner and I can't wait to learn more about it. I started this YouTube channel to learn and to share my learning experiences. I've made many videos, some I deleted, some I've kept, and a lot of the videos I make mistakes. I say things which turn out to be wrong, and one particular video that comes to mind is my Queen Air crash one, and it's got a lot of dislikes to prove the fact that I was very wrong about it, and a lot of angry comments there. But and I thought about deleting it, but I decided not to. I made a video a few weeks ago, Mayday Talk episode 14.5, where I tried to correct my mistake as much as I could. And I explained it, and I finished explaining it, so that's that. Sorry, I keep squinting at the cameras because I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't see anything. And I will continue to do like this. I think it's important to keep a record of my videos and not delete the old ones despite the mistakes I make, and no matter how embarrassing those mistakes are, because the Queen Air Mayday Talk episode 14, amongst other episodes, it's quite embarrassing, some of the mistakes I make, but it shows that I'm developing as a pilot, and I like to see that. I like to see that at that time I was wrong about this, and today I know that I'm not, and I know a lot of things I didn't know then. I have grown a lot as hopefully a future employed professional pilot, and now a commercial licensed pilot. So sorry about the unscheduled video. Well, not unscheduled, unplanned. The reason it's a day late is because my girlfriend was here and she left this morning at about 4. We left at 4:30 in the morning to take her to the airport, and I didn't want to spend my last day with her making a video, so I spent my day with her. So that's my excuse for releasing a late video. 3 other guys finished their skill tests today, and obviously they passed. So, yeah, Diamond Flight Academy is turning out to be perfect in terms of skill test requirements and all that. So definitely recommend Diamond Flight Academy. I'll put a link to their website in the description below. And yeah, party time. God, it's nice. It's been such a long time that I've been working on it. It's really nice. I know it's not over, but whoa. Anyways, I'm Tarek Merryface. I'll see you guys next time, and happy flying.